Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here for NTMarkets.com with your Friday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so daily chart of the ES, and the uptrend continues. Yesterday, we had a very shallow. I put out on Twitter yesterday. I was looking for a shallow dip, and that dip was a buy, and that's effectively what we did. Let me go a 15-minute chart. So you had just this little move down here yesterday into 77, which is our 3-day pivot today. And that was right when Yellen sat down to testify in front of the committee. You had one little chance. There was one question about whether she was for basically QE forever. She said that she wasn't for QE forever. That dipped the market a little bit. That stuck on 78, and we were off to the races. So, it got above our upper level, our proprietary level yesterday. Not until it spiked above, but it didn't really stay above until later in the day. So, it was mostly a slow grind. Today, I'm looking at more of a two-sided market. In fact, I'm short right now. I got out of my longs this morning. I had a free ride stop at 86 on a long that I took off up at 92, and so I'm in short. I've got a stop up at 94, and just full disclosure, I'm going to see if the bears can put some kind of a morning together here, and I'm not looking for a lot. If I got 84, I would be thrilled, because I just don't think that the bears are really capable of putting too much together right now that isn't going to get snapped up by the dip buyers. So, I would expect if we do get some downside momentum, take your money, cover and get into free ride on those shorts, and because the dip buyers are going to come in and they're going to take it back up, and until the dip buyers get knocked out a few times, you're just not going to see any meaningful downside. So we've got the daily pivot today sitting down at 1784.67. You've got the 3-dayer down here at 1777. We'll see where the proprietary level comes out for the subscribers today. We'll be looking to fade that level back down, at least on its first touch, wherever it ends up being. So back on the daily, we had the move off of 54 here, off of the middle band, and we now we're in a position where the market really wants to try to ride these Bollinger Bands, and the bands are really tight. So you're not going to find me getting super excited about the fact that we've punched through the bands, because the bands getting punched was that was going to happen. That was a no doubter, because the bands were so tight. And you're just seeing them start to expand now. But we need to get back inside the bands. And that's going to have, we need to make a little bit of a pullback, towards the 84 area would do it. And if it's going to be a true upper band ride. And the way upper band ride set up is you have a morning low, and then you reach back up for the band, and you do this again and again and again, and you just squeeze the shorts all day long. They throw contracts at it, every other handle. Every down tick is the end, and here we go, and then they run it back up, and then they hit the stops, and then we go up again. That's the mechanism of it. The only way that mechanism gets stopped is to roll over the daily chart. The only way the bears can roll over the daily chart today is to trade below. They have to print 1777. Not as daunting a task as it was yesterday for them to try to print 54. So, Bollinger Band rides don't last forever. And every day, the other side's chance gets a little bit easier to be able to roll that daily chart over. So today, you want to roll it over, you got to print 77. So, which is fine with me because I'm short 91. Just a few things to keep in mind today. It's also options expiration. I don't buy into a lot of the voodoo about options expiration anymore. I think a lot of that has gone away with the move over to the screens, and I think a lot of that stuff gets balanced out ahead of time. So I do think that it's going to be a much slower day today. I expect a fairly tight range day today. I think they're going to try to bore us to death on a Friday. So We'll see how it goes. Again, looking for a morning dip, and then potentially have the dip buyer snap that up and walk it up the rest of the day back up to the upper Bollinger Band. All right. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website. Subscribe to the chat room. Got a lot of new trials coming in. It's a great time to start because there's a lot of new people starting, and the learning curve, you can get through it all together. And come see if we can help out with your trading. I think we can. All right, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Not tomorrow morning. I'll be back Monday morning with another webcast. Trade them well.